We'll start with the examination of respiratory system, as it is included in the inspection, palpation, percussion and auscultation. Going for the inspection, first we look for the shape of the chest, whether it is round or elliptical shape. Normal chest is elliptical. Then look for the symmetry of the chest. Both the sides we are going to look whether it is same as equal to the same both sides. Then look for the position of the trachea. Then look for the apex beat. Then you look for the chest movements. Then you look for 6 point. Then you look for any dilated veins, scars, or any mark is there over the chest. And then you look for last point, intercostal muscles introit. In inspection of the chest, you look for the shape of the chest. Shape of the chest is not round because this diameter is little bit of lesser and this is more, so looks as elliptical. Then you look for the symmetry. This is center line. The length of this side and this side is looking normal, so symmetry also normal. Then you look for the position of the trachea. This is center, trachea is center. The position of the trachea is center. Then you look for the apex beat. Look for the apex beat. Apex beat is usually present over the mid-clavicular line on the left side, half inch to lateral side in the fifth intercostal space. What I told, it's a mid-clavicular line on the left side, half inch to lateral, mid-clavicular line in the fifth intercostal space. This is the apex beat, and apex beat is closely, if you see, apex beat is visible. We'll demonstrate in the palpation later. Then look for chest movements. So the chest movements are looked in the total 9 areas. 9 areas. Area above the clavicle. Area above the clavicle is called as supraclavicular. Then below is called as infraclavicular. Then memory area and inframemory area. Same thing. Supraclavicular, infraclavicular, memory area and inframemory area. This is axillary area and infra-axillary area. And this is scapular bone, suprascapular, then in between the scapula, interscapular, and below the scapula, infrascapular region. Totally 3 here, and 2 here, 5, and front one is totally 4. So total areas are 9 areas of in the respiratory system. You have to look for all the 9 areas, chest movements. And lastly, you look for any scars, dilated veins, or any pulsation over the chest. Then we will go for the palpation of the chest. First look for the temperature of the chest, skin. Then look for the tenderness over the chest. Then you palpate for the position of the trachea. Then you palpate for apex beat. Then you measure the chest in anterior, posterior, transverse, and during inspiration and during expiration. Then you elicit something called as tactile vocal phlegm test. Means what? You ask the person to tell one number and you palpate all the areas of the chest so that you will feel a vibration, whether it is equal or not. We have to compare. That is tactile vocal phlegm test. You feel for the temperature over the chest. Then you look for the tenderness over the chest. Press in certain areas of the chest. Any pain is there, elicit the pain. Tenderness over the chest, back side as well as front side. Then you palpate for the trachea. Palpate for the trachea means what? 3 fingers are used. 2 fingers are placed over the clavicle, and central finger is placed over the trachea, and it should be traced like this. If it is moving towards this finger, indicates that the trachea is shifted here, and if it is moving to this finger, indicates that the trachea is shifted to left side. This is the position of the trachea. Then you palpate for apex beat. With the whole palm, you have to place your palm over the left side of the chest, and you will notice that something is hitting to your hand. That is nothing but apical impulse, and you try to locate the apical impulse, and it is present here, and it is usually in the fifth intercostal space, half inch lateral to left mid-clavicular line. This is apex beat. Okay. This is apex beat. Then you look for chest measurement. AP diameter is made with the 2 notebooks or 2 papers. This is anteroposterior diameter. It's placed like this. And with measuring tape, you measure the 2 borders here. This is anteroposterior diameter, and placed like this. With the measuring tape, you measure the 2 borders. This is transverse diameter. Then you measure for during inspiration and expiration. You measure like this. during inspiration and expiration you measure like this. It is measured at the level of nipple. It is measured at the level of nipple during inspiration and expiration. Usual expansion is 4 to 5 centimeter. Then you look for chest movements. Chest movements. You have to measure the chest movements. The areas are supraclavicular chest movements. They are measured like this with the 2 hands. You place here and ask the person to take deep breath. The movement is equal. You look for the movement of your hand. The movement is equal. This is supraclavicular. Then infraclavicular. This is infraclavicular. Then look for the memory area. Movement is normal. And look for the inframemory area. Inframemory area. Inframemory. Majorly you should look for the movement of the thumb. If both the thumbs are moving like this, both are moving equally, it indicates that the lung movements on both the sides is normal. If suppose one hand is only moving, indicates that this side is movement is more. Then you check for the movement on the axilla and on the infraaxillar and suprascapular and interscapular and infrascapular. So both hands are moving equally. It's good. Then you last elicit tactile vocal fragmentus. Ask the patient to tell number 1 or number 2 and to make with your hand, place all over the chest and look for the vibrations. Number 1 So this is the infraclavicular and memory area. I check. This is This is supraclavicular, infraclavicular, memory and inframemory. This is how we check for tactile vocal fragmentus. Percussion of respiratory system is done in all 9 areas that I mentioned again: supraclavicular, infraclavicular, memory, inframemory, on the sideways axilla, infraaxilla, on the back side suprascapular, interscapular and infrascapular. All the areas it should be percussive. Usually the lung is resonant mode. Lung is resonant. Okay. So the percussion over supraclavicular region, resonant. Then infraclavicular region, memory area and inframemory areas. Here it is dull because of liver and axilla, resonant, infraaxillary, suprascapular, both the sides, interscapular and infrascapular. How we percuss the respiratory system. Auscultation, you have to put a stethoscope in all the 9 areas and listen for the respiratory sound. Usually respiratory sound is vesicular. You have to look for whether the sound is vesicular or bronchial, or any adventitious sounds like crepitations, rhonchi and wheezing sound should be listened. First you auscultate in the supraclavicular area like this and ask the patient to take air. Then you auscultate for infraclavicular. Then you auscultate at the memory area. Then go for inframemory area. Then you auscultate in the other kind. Axillary area. Infra-axillary. Then you auscultate for suprascapular. Then interscapular, only one area it is. Then infrascapular. This is how we auscultate a respiratory system. Last one, vocal resonance. Vocal resonance means what? Ask the patient to tell number 1 and you auscultate all the 9 areas. Number 1 ante helta nodu ಹೇಳು.
Number 1.
Infraclavicular memory.
Number 1.
Infra memory.
Number 1.
Axillary.
Number 1.
Suprascapular.
Number 1.
Interscapular. Infrascapular.
Number 1.
This is called as vocal resonance. This completes the respiratory system examination.